Makebi Zulu takes charge. PF sets fee to replace Edgar Lungu. Succession battle explodes. Zambia's biggest opposition party, the Patriotic Front, is once again at the center of chaos. Just months after Edgar Lungu's shocking death, the PF is back in the headlines. This time, over who will take the party's top seat. But the move catching everyone's attention is this. Makebi Zulu, the fiery lawyer once known for defending the Lungu family, is now accused of taking charge of the party's succession process. From setting the presidential candidate fee to allegedly redefining the rules of PF leadership, insiders say this could change everything. But here's the real question. Is Makebi Zulu acting on behalf of the Lungu family or positioning himself for something much bigger? The battle for PF soul has just exploded, and we're about to uncover every twist. Welcome to InspirAfrica Official, where we uncover the truth behind Africa's most powerful stories. In today's episode, we dive deep into the Patriotic Front succession showdown, the mystery, the money, and the power plays unfolding behind closed doors. We'll break down a party on fire. The battle for Lungu's throne begins. The rise of Makebi Zulu. From lawyer to power player, Lungu's shadow still looms. PF's internal war, money, loyalty, and betrayal. The road to 2026, PF's future on the line. Stay tuned till the end, because what's happening inside PF right now could reshape Zambia's entire opposition landscape. Zambia's Patriotic Front, PF, is in turmoil again, and this time, the storm is over Makebi Zulu's alleged takeover of the party's succession process. Reports suggest that Zulu has introduced a fee structure for PF presidential aspirants, sparking outrage among members who see it as an attempt to consolidate control after Edgar Lungu's death. But where does the Lungu family stand? Are they backing Zulu or resisting his growing influence? In this video, we break down the power struggle, the money politics, and the future of PF in Zambia's tense political arena. Watch till the end. This story affects Zambia's 2026 elections more than anyone realizes. Subscribe to InspirAfrica Official for neutral, factual, and powerful political insights across Africa. A party on fire. The battle for Lungu's throne begins. Zambia's political stage has once again burst into flames, and this time, the fire isn't fueled by policy debates or campaign slogans, but by money. In a move that stunned both supporters and critics, the Patriotic Front, PF, the once mighty party that ruled under the late President Edgar Lungu, has introduced a controversial requirement for anyone who wishes to replace him as party president: a non-refundable nomination fee. Yes, you heard that correctly. A price tag has now been placed on the PF presidency. Sources close to the Central Committee reveal that the decision was made during an emergency meeting in Lusaka, where tempers reportedly flared and arguments erupted over who should lead the post-Lungu PF. Some party members pushed for unity and transparency, while others accused the leadership of turning a liberation party into a business venture. Though the official amount has not been publicly confirmed, party insiders whisper that the fee could range anywhere between K200,000 and K500,000, a figure many ordinary PF members see as deliberately designed to block out low-income candidates and favor wealthy elites. This is not democracy, it's daylight exclusion. One provincial youth leader reportedly fumed after the announcement. How can a teacher, farmer, or ordinary party loyalist ever afford that kind of money? And right at the heart of this controversy stands Makebi Zulu, the fiery lawyer-turned-politician who has become one of PF's most recognizable faces since Edgar Lungu's passing. Many within the party now suspect that this fee rule is part of a calculated strategy to clear the path for Zulu's rise, to make him, not by coincidence but by design, the man who inherits Lungu's powerful legacy. The question is, will PF members accept it, or will they rebel? The rise of Makebi Zulu. From lawyer to power player, once known as Edgar Lungu's trusted legal bulldog, Makebi Zulu rose to prominence defending the former president and his family during their most turbulent times, from court cases in Lusaka to the dramatic legal fights in South Africa over Lungu's burial. Now, with the PF desperately searching for a unifying figure, Zulu's name keeps echoing through the corridors of power. Party insiders describe him as strategic, articulate, and fearless, qualities the PF desperately needs as it faces internal collapse and a ruthless political battlefield against President Hakainde Hichilema's UPND. But not everyone is happy about Zulu's rise. Senior PF figures, including Given Labinda and Chishimba Kambwili, are reportedly fuming, accusing a small inner circle of turning the party into a private business. Some argue that the nomination fee is designed specifically to filter out low-budget candidates and pave the way for one man, Makebi Zulu, to emerge unchallenged. One veteran member even told reporters, "PF has become a pay-to-play party. If you can't afford it, you don't belong." Lungu's shadow still looms even in death. Edgar Lungu's name refuses to fade. Behind closed doors, many believe the former president's family still influences key PF decisions, and that the succession debate is less about leadership and more about loyalty. Sources close to the Lungu family suggest they're watching the PF developments with growing unease. One family insider allegedly said, "You cannot build on Lungu's legacy by sidelining those who stood with him." There's even speculation that the family prefers a consensus candidate rather than a divisive contest. Perhaps someone like Given Labinda, who's seen as more neutral and respectful of Lungu's memory. But Makebi Zulu's camp dismisses that idea entirely. One of his supporters told the media, "PF cannot move forward by worshipping ghosts. We need bold leadership, not nostalgia." And that line, bold leadership versus legacy, has now become the defining fault line inside the party. PF's internal war, money, loyalty, and betrayal as word of the nomination fee spread. PF WhatsApp groups exploded with debates, insults, and even leaked screenshots of heated exchanges between senior officials. Some members accuse the leadership of selling the presidency, while others argue that the fee will weed out unserious candidates and help the party raise much-needed funds. Political analysts, however, see it differently. Dr. Alex Ingoma, a Lusaka-based political scientist, says the move risks deepening the PF's internal fractures. "The PF is at a crossroads," he said. "Without Edgar Lungu, there's no clear ideological anchor. Introducing a monetary barrier only widens the gap between the elite and the grassroots." Meanwhile, Makebi Zulu continues his media rounds, carefully framing himself as a reformer ready to modernize PF and rebuild its image ahead of the 2026 elections. In a recent radio interview, Zulu said, "We cannot remain in mourning forever. The PF must rise again, with discipline, order, and vision." That's what President Lungu would have wanted. But even that statement sparked controversy, some calling it opportunistic, others calling it visionary. The road to 2026, PF's future on the line. The PF succession fight is no longer just an internal issue, it's now a national drama. From social media influencers to street vendors, everyone is watching who will emerge as the true face of the opposition. If Makebi Zulu secures the nomination, he'll face the colossal task of uniting a fractured PF, restoring donor confidence, and preparing for a showdown with President Hakainde Hichilema's well-funded and organized UPND. But if the Lungu loyalists succeed in blocking him, the PF could split into rival camps, potentially spelling the end of Zambia's once dominant political machine. For now, all eyes remain on Lusaka. Will Makebi Zulu rise as the new captain of the PF ship, or will Lungu's loyalists pull him down before he sets sail? One thing is clear, the battle for PF's future has only just begun. And as one political commentator put it, this isn't just about who leads PF. It's about who will define Zambia's political destiny after Edgar Lungu.